Okay, today we're going to talk about panel fabrication level 3. As usual, we expect the student to go through level 1 and level 2 to have the fundamental build over this level 1 and level 2. In this syllabus, we talk about electrical motor and its function. Electrical motor are the workhorse for many industries. Whether this is a chemical plant, food and beverages, and so on, motor or pumps are equally very important in the industries. The function of motor basically is to transfer chemical or liquid from one position to a position via pipelines. Besides that, motor are also used as an agitator, fan, and many more in the industries. This particular topic, we want to dive in details of each component that build up the motor. The motor are divided into many components. For example, the stator, rotor, each have their own function. In electrical motor, we'll discuss about the bolt and nut, how the motor function. The second topic will be the conventional motor starter. Every electrical motor require a form of starting. So in this case, divided into 3 types based on IEE regulation. Anything motor that is 5 kilowatt and below require direct online starting. Motor above 5 kilowatt and below 10 kilowatt are required to use star delta as a motor starter, and any motor rating that is more than 10 kilowatt are required to use auto trans. These are so-called conventional motor starter before the so-called frequency inverter was invented. The motor starter is still being used in the industries, but eventually as time move on, the price of a frequency inverter or drive cheaper, a lot of people will start to adapt into the frequency inverter. In this conventional motor starter, we talk about how to read or how to understand the circuits of a direct online, a circuit of a star delta, and so on. We will teach them how to wire up the motor starter for direct online or star delta. The third topic for this particular subject, frequency inverter, is a form of new motor starters. Frequency inverter actually have a built-in microcontrollers to allow intelligence to be built into the frequency inverters. The advantage of frequency inverter over conventional motor starter is that frequency inverter have the intelligence to communicate with the PLCs. Programming can be done on a small handheld terminal where you can configure the function of the frequency inverter. For example, you want to ramp up or ramp down the frequency in a particular time. If something is wrong with the motor, the frequency inverter will help in terms of diagnostic message telling the engineers or the technician who attend to this problem where to look for the fault. The last topic, which is talking about electrical cable sizing. Here we will talk about how to size cable based on motor capacity. Let's say if I have a 5 kilowatt motor, for the mathematical calculation for cable sizing, we will teach the student how to use mathematical approach to calculate the cable size and able to identify what is a copper size cable, so the cable can carry the current to the motor. If the cable is undersized, the motor cable can caught fire. If the motor is oversized, you're actually wasting money because you buy extra copper cable for something that you don't use. So cable sizing is important for an engineer to understand how the current are flowing into the copper cable to start and stop the motor. All this will be taught in details during the training program.